They're vampires, duh.
The house always wins.
Game over.
Ariana, Jeff in Las Vegas, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. I really enjoyed Madres. What a great ghost story. It just congratulations. And man, you carried this entire film. You were one intense actress. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, in Madres, Beto and Diana, they're a young Mexican-American couple expecting their first child, moved to a small town in the 1970s, where Beto has a new job managing a farm. They're the first in his family to have such a job with stature and success. So I love how this story is also about the American dream.
I mean, it's interesting. You're the first person that that's brought up like the American dream, the job that Beto, Tenoch's character, has. But that's absolutely true. The reason both Beto and Diana are so willing to go is because we believe firmly that this is our opportunity to be one step closer to the American dream. So I absolutely think that you hit it right on the nail.
And as they settle in their new home, the previous owner left so many of their possessions behind, including a diary that tells of a curse, the valley fever. And just how dangerous is this valley fever to the community?
Depending on who you ask, extremely serious. And according to Diana, it's so.
That exactly. And she begins to see visions. And is it a ghost? Is it her imagination? The movie keeps you guessing, because a lot of things that happen, no one else sees but her.
Exactly.
And she also befriends Anita, who runs a botanical shop in town. Not only does she protect the town, but she insists on protecting the women. But, Diana's resistant to her. She doesn't believe in her. She's more of a woman of science than of mysticism.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that she has probably grown up with a more scientific background, just because she is a writer. At the time, this was in the 60s and 70s, when people tried to report accurately. So research and basing any allegations on like fact were very important to Diana. So I think that's one of the reasons why she has such a strong like hesitation toward Anita, who is very like spiritually based, a lot of like energies that can't really be measurable, and Diana is very much so someone who needs a little more facts.
And I felt that scene with her husband. What a candid, honest conversation of Diana not being Latino enough, not learning Spanish, called her a white savior. So I thought, wow, that's an interesting conversation that we haven't seen in a movie before.
Yeah. That's like one of my favorite scenes that I've shot, and it does kind of have this like 70s horror vibe to it, especially that scene, because we shot it very drawn out. So it wasn't just like a really quick take. I remember we went from like page 1 to 4 or 5, just straight through. There were no cuts, and it felt like a very like theatrical, almost like a stage performance, because we were able to like exist in that. It was one of my favorite scenes, actually, but it does touch kind of on this like spectrum that exists within the Latino community between hyphenated Americans, in this case a Chicana, and people who immigrated here like Tenoch's Mexican.
And I felt that towards the end of the movie, she became like a Latina Erin Brockovich, because she was a champion. She was saying there's pesticides, it's killing the women here and the pregnancies. And I thought, wow, this is Erin Brockovich with a Latina kind of twist on it.
Absolutely. I bet our director would love that. That comparison.
Also, that music box, what a creepy tune. Did that play on set?
Yeah, actually, I had a recording on my phone, and they actually needed me to like hum to it. So there were days where all I was listening to was this song, and we played it quite frequently on set, just so that I can kind of like hear the rhythm. And I played it just to like scare myself and like to keep that in mind, that same sort of like rhythm, like musically, whenever, you know, in some scenes, I almost felt kind of like drawn without like having control of it. And that song would kind of play in my head.
Well, Adriana, congratulations on Madres. What a great thriller. And I appreciate your time today. And let's talk again soon.
Thank you. Likewise. Thank you. Thank you.